American homeowners have lost $1.5 trillion in equity. This headline from the LA Times this week: as home prices decline, Southern Californians who bought at the peak are nervous. For the first time in a decade, Southern California homeowners and others are seeing a decline in their equity. And this shift in the market is unnerving for some recent home buyers. And they worry that falling home prices may trap them in their mortgage and their home. According to mortgage services company Black Knight, Americans have lost $1.3 trillion in equity since the peak in May of 2022, an 8% reduction. However, the number of people with little to no equity is tiny compared to the aftermath of the Great Recession. In 2011, an estimated 30% or 16 million households were underwater. And at the end of September 2022, that number stood at just 0.84%, about where it was at the start of the pandemic. Those most at risk are people that purchased this year. Black Knight says that 8% of those that purchased this year are currently underwater, and 40% of them have equity below 10%. Ultimately, the number of people with little to no equity will unlikely reach numbers in the last housing burst. Because of tighter lending standards and a steady incline in property values since 2012, prices shouldn't fall as much this time around, and people started with a great amount of equity. Thus, borrowers are in a much better position to weather the storm of any economic impact.